Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. The whole mobile thing wasn't working out, so we just went live on the laptop. Anybody in the house? How's the sound? Great. Guys, I'm sorry, man. We're just going to run around with the laptop a little bit here. I hope you don't mind. I appreciate you joining. Got two in the house. Can you hear me okay? This song's for you guys. I truly and sincerely mean it. Put you in the hot seat. You are in the hot seat at the open mic. There you go, guys. Can you feel me, man? 7 in the house. Thank you. Yo, 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 from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Rock on. Michigan boy in the house. We can hear you. This song's for you. I wish you were here. How's everybody doing, man? Got 10 in the house? Thank you. We are coming. Get ready. Hey, you're welcome. It's Sunday all day long here in the Kingdom of Thailand. So I got a special guest in town. I'm going to introduce you to him. He's a young millennial that happens to be American and Thai citizen. So it's going to be interesting. He's in town, and I met with him and his Thai lady yesterday, and they're coming by here in a bit. But wanted to bring this to you so you guys could see how far we've come since this place was nothing more than a pork shop with a hollow building and nothing inside. So let's keep checking it out. I hope the stability's okay carrying the laptop around. I know it's not great, but see this stool right here? This is called the meet and greet. The meet and greet stool. It's right here. You're in the meet and greet. You got to roll, baby. You got to roll. Go meet them. Hello, hello, how are you? Where are you from in the world? Is that a fact? Wow, you came a long ways. Thanks for coming to the open mic. Want a game of darts? Sure. How about a cold ice bucket of beers? We got bucket specials. Right on. Okay. Whoa, we got a crowd over here at the backstage bar. Oh, you guys rock back here. Yeah. How's everybody doing, man? Kim's out here working her butt off. I've been doing a little bit today, but basically just kind of getting it ready for you. I don't know what the deal is with the landscape mode. It tells me to rotate my phone. I do it before I go live. I can see the landscape video, and then I go live, and it tells me to spin it back around to portrait, and it won't do anything. So, yeah, I'll probably get some lessons today. Teacher's going to be learning a little bit more tech skills from a really cool guy. I think you're going to like. I'm going to introduce you to him here in a minute. Say hello, baby. So yeah, guys, we've been working, man, blood, sweat, and tears. But I can tell you for sure, the only tears were tears of joy. It's a labor of love, labor of love. So welcome to the open mic. I'm Pala. This is an American. Genre. So we might have some jazz nights, some Thai music nights, but we are kind of a retro live music. Breakfast every morning, open early with hot coffee ready to go. So yeah, so this is a backstage area. So if you'd like to relax backstage and put your request in, and we also have a thing with the screen if you can see that or not. So yeah, you want to be get your 2 minutes of fame. We appreciate it. We appreciate all people. Music is not just an instrument. The voice is an instrument. So we appreciate everyone. Yeah, just tracks like that. Teacher hasn't put in the steps yet, but it's not too big of a giant leap for mankind. As landowners, things out there. And we're just going to have these low-seated lawn chairs, right? Like you see us using now up here on the main level. And we got out on the big tent. So we're going to be running overhead lights out here, just like, Christmas lights, just so that the little character up high. And then on the tables out here, it's all going to be oil lamps. So all be oil lamps and tiki torches. This is going to be a beer garden, if you will. So a cup of tea beer garden out there. And we're excited about it. It's been a lot of work. But trust me, we've enjoyed ourselves. We've hired a lot of full-time craftsmen. They've done a lot of inspiration for us. And Ian and I have done a lot ourselves. So for those of you that don't know, I do have a long background in construction field. I started out as a ceramic and marble tile guy with my dad at about age 13, carrying heavy boxes of tile and learning that trade. And then my mother was a waitress, and she was a manager of pretty much the front station, all the customer service. And she trained waitresses, all of her life. So I grew up in the restaurants as a fry cook. And so I've been short order American cook for a long, long time. So I will be your your breakfast, man, and I'll have a couple of servers. We're going to pick up staff tomorrow in Bangkok. So two young Thai ladies are coming to work as servers and training for manager positions and bartending positions. And so they're going to be on staff starting tomorrow. Uh, I'll introduce you to them, and then we'll have like a formal introduction of the rest of the staff. Some of you may have seen Mr. P. Watt. He's a young 62 years old. Right? P. Watt's 62, right? 62 years old, young. Looks better than I do, Thai man, and been playing guitar since about the age of 4. So he used to manage his own bar in Pattaya for 10 years. So you're going to get to know Mr. P. Watt, and he is coming today. So with the hours, the difference being Saturday night in the United States, Sunday here, but we're going to jam today. When P. Watt gets here, we're going to jam, and so it just depends on how things go. Like I say, I've got company in town. I'm going to introduce you to this 25-year-old millennial American from Las Vegas, Nevada, and great, brilliant young kid and a new YouTube vlogger here in the Kingdom of Thailand. So I think you're going to be enjoying that introduction because he's pretty cool. He's got a unique story because he's actually a Thai citizen as well. I don't know all the background on him because I wanted to save it for more of a spontaneous deal, and he doesn't know I'm live unless he's watching. If you're watching, thanks. Okay, let me catch up with you guys here real quick. Let's see who we got. What do I do with my mouse? I like the wireless mouse, guys. It just helps the old man. Okay. So Zoo Ski Films, thank you for coming along. We can hear. All right. Matt Watts, hello from Virginia. Been loving your vlogs. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. Wow, Virginia is for lovers, man. Great. And Grand Rapids is in the house too. Appreciate you guys dropping where you're from. Makes it a little bit more personal for everyone. Gary Holiday in the house. I see you slowed down on retirement. Well, to be honest with you guys, man, we've been just doing part-time. We've been taking 2-3 days off at a time away from this place. You haven't seen me that much on just normal vlogs other than when I took the trip to Bangkok and Pattaya. But we don't work long days. The old man has been sweating a lot, though. It's hot and it's muggy, and maybe you've noticed my face is a little skinnier. So I think your humble host may be getting in a little better shape. But I haven't used my craftsman skills for woodworking and design and stuff in many years, actually. So it seems like a long time. And it was enjoyable, and we just took our sweet little time. That's why we haven't announced the grand opening date, guys. We're not in a hurry, and we don't want pressure, and we want to do things right. So appreciate you guys. CJ Paradise in the house. Thank you for coming along. All right, Gary Holiday. Yes. Oh, hey, what's going on? I didn't notify a lot of the people ahead of time, but I was going to go live. Sunday, we need to take a little break today. We pretty much got a lot of paint stuff done. I wanted to do it mobile so I could really give you a good look at everything, but I think panning around with just the built-in webcam in the laptop is okay, so you get an idea. What, baby? Yeah. Are you guys married? Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Jens ahead of the chat on. Yes, we are married. We've been married almost 5 years. It'll be 5 full years, December 15th. December 15th, we are happily married. Yes, thank you. We're a subscriber. Thank you. I see you. Yeah, okay, all right. There's Savasti Krab. You're going live. Audio is not good. Audio is not good now. No shit. Let me turn it off. Any better? I didn't bring my headphones. I was planning on going live on the mobile, and you know what happened to me. I got to figure that out. It's just stupid. Muffled, huh? Well, we got a lot of wind noise, too. Let me take you over here. Let's go to the bar. All right. Let's go right here. How's that? Uh, I'll speak up, guys. If you don't know, there's not been a game of pool shot on this table since delivery, and there will not be a game of pool shot until the grand opening night. And we're going to have drawings for some free t-shirts and free drinks. And one of the drawings is going to be first break. So somebody's going to win the opportunity to make the very first break on the table. So that's why we're keeping it virgin. I got some new signs, guys. Got a few new signs. Let me catch up here. I have before, no one. Okay, all right, muffled. How's the sound now? Send out an invite. We'll be on watching. Awesome when you're walking around. Okay, better now. Hope things are going well. If things are going well, thank you very much. Even consider doing a Discord server or something for your YouTube community. You guys are a huge part of this deal. The YouTube channel has grown at a great time for us to be opening retail customer service-based business here in our amazing little beach town. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of things for the subscribers here. Like today, for example, I mean, I know it's an unannounced live stream, but this is for you guys. The public hasn't been in here. You know, they see us from the road, and we're the talk of the entire community because we got the really busy mom and pop store here next door, right? This big bad boy right over there. I can't see it from this angle, but anyway, yeah, we're giving you guys the exclusive insights with the vlogs, showing you the progress of things. I'm keeping a lot of the video footage from the beginning when we first rented the building. We rented and made a contract on July the 10th, guys. So not that long ago, right? And there was nothing here. If you remember those old clips, if you go back to the very first one, where I said, I'm going to go visit this new bar. It's named Open Mic. Sounds really cool. And then I surprised you that Yin, my wife, is actually the owner. That video, we take a tour. We still have the old pork equipment in here and all that stuff when it was a CP pork shop. So anyway, I'm going to do a before and after little vlog for you so you can see how things progressed. Oh, got a call. Hang on. Hey, buddy. Good morning, man. I'm live to the world on YouTube from the bar right now, just letting you know. Yeah. Okay, man. You cool with the live stream when you arrive? Okay, no problem, man. We're here. Just take your time. Take your time. I've already told my subscribers that I'm going to introduce somebody to them, a millennial from America that's also a Thai citizen. So they've been kind of prepped that I'm going to introduce you today. And I didn't tell you I was going to do it live because I didn't really plan going live, but we just got to a point of everything is set up and really looking almost like, well, technically we could open right now if we had stock, right? It looks like you're ready, other than we don't have tables yet. But so I thought, why not just go live this morning and I could cover that interview with you. The playbacks always get really good views on the live streams, so people can get introduced to you that way. But I wanted to give you a heads up so you know. All right, all right, sweet. Thanks, man. See you. All right, so guest from Kruntep, Mahanakorn, Amon, Watanakosin, Mayintera, Ayutthaya, Udom. Anyway, Bangkok. They're here from Bangkok, and his name is Julian, and he's, like I say, he's an American and a Thai citizen, and he's a millennial. The same age as my two youngest daughters. I have two millennials and two generation Y, right? Was it Y or X before millennial? I don't remember. But anyway, guys, so yes, good question, and thank you for that. We're going to do a lot live stream from the bar, and it just depends. Like we're all we're going to have CCTV cameras everywhere. I mean, this thing is going to be camera friendly because everybody's going to be on camera anyway, but we won't put anybody on camera that doesn't want to be on camera. We're not like going to be panning around showing everybody everything once we're open on a live stream. But we can live stream, and you can interact with the servers, of course, when they're not busy, and we'll hang out, man. We definitely want to do some stuff for you guys. The YouTube channel, I think, is going to be a benefit to this community to bring all of you here to Pala. I know I've gotten a lot of great comments about people like my first stop is Utapao Airport. I know I can fly right there, 5 minutes from the bar. You got my back on hotels and cheap resorts. So that's where I'm coming as soon as I can get there. So, we're getting a lot of that kind of feedback. So we're going to welcome international travelers whenever that happens, probably 2021. But in the meantime, we're going to have a big local Thai people and local expat community grand opening. We're expecting pretty decent turnout. So we haven't set the date yet because we've got a few more things to put in place. And then we got to buy stock, third phase, stock all the alcohol, food, and service dishes and all that. So we're almost there, but we just want to finish phase 2, have all the furniture in place and enough decorations. As everybody knows, you're welcome to bring your metal signs of your favorite bands. We've got lots of walls, interior, exterior, in the dry. So yeah, that's what it's all about. It's a music themed bar. It's going to be American style service, very relaxed and laid back. It's a Thai bar, right? We're in Thailand, so it's definitely a Thai bar. One thing about Thai bars, they're very chilled. Here in Bon Chong, there's hardly ever an incident of someone being aggressive at a bar. It just doesn't happen here. I mean, you do hear stories up in Pattaya City and the bigger areas because, you got a lot of different people from different backgrounds that get together and drink a lot. Here it's everybody's really happy. So there's just not to worry about conflict. So it's going to be a really chilled atmosphere. A lot of these kind of style bars are either catered towards foreigners or catered towards Thai. And we're going to cater to both. So we're going to have specials, different nights. We have a huge Navy base here in our area. A lot of local Navy boys, commissioned officers, pilots. We got flyovers all the time here. If I owned the building, I'd already have Go Navy on the roof. I mean, it's an incredible area for Navy. And we've already had a lot of those great gentlemen, inquiring. And some of them I know personally that are all talking about it on base. So, we're going to have a good Thai crowd, and we want interaction with the world. It's not exclusively anything. What it is exclusively unbigoted or unprejudiced. We don't care where you're from, what your ethnicity is, what your gender is, who you call yourself. We welcome you, and we will not let anybody make you feel unwelcome, right? That's what this bar is about. So that's what we're going to be. Everybody's going to be trained with my background in customer service, many years, high-end construction with high-end clientele, multi-million dollar gated homes, dealing with decorators, interior designers, builders, homeowners, the whole deal. So I did that for 25 years, self-employed. And then before that, I grew up in the restaurants, as I said before. My very first profession was a fry cook. And when I joined the United States Army at 17 years old, I went in as a cook. I graduated quartermaster school from Fort Lee, Virginia, went on to run commission, the commissaries and the supply and food and beverage services. I specialized in field tent cooking for, infantry troops attached to the infantry, where we brought in all mobile ovens and grills, all run by regular gasoline, not diesel, all regular gas, high pressure stoves that we knew how to turn into bombs. So we were the infantry cooks, field cooks, and I managed that for a long time with the Army. So I've got a lot of background in it, and I'm not a newbie, and we're not concerned about, huge customer base right off the bat. Everybody knows it's a struggling time. I get a lot of questions. Why would you open a bar in Thailand when there's so many bars closing down? And you just have to know the complexities and the specifics of each region of Thailand to understand that. You can't just generalize every area into the same category of those that are really highly dependent on international tourism for their economy, because here we are not that. Even in high season with no pandemic, We are not that. We are not a well-known beach area. Pala is not well known, and we want more people. We have a lot of room for more people, and we have a lot of great business owners that want more people. So you're not going to hurt us by coming here. Trust me, we got lots of room for you. Big, huge development. So anyway, that's my introduction to this live stream. I really appreciate it. Got 31 in the house, 11 thumbs up. Apologize for not being able to do it on the mobile. I got a millennial that's going to come teach me. The teacher, in order to be a good teacher, you got to be a great learner. And I'm still a great learner. So hopefully I can get this glitch figured out of why I can't do landscape mode on the video, even though it shows me landscape after I take the thumbnail and then go live. It always tells me to rotate the phone back. I've checked the settings on the phone. It's automatic flip every time you got something on full screen and turn it, then it flips. So maybe it's in my settings. Anyway, I appreciate you hanging with me. What's on the menu? Okay, good question. It's all American breakfast 6 days a week. We're going to be closed on Mondays after the weekend. So Monday is audit day and evaluation day, those kind of things. After action review day, as we like to call it. So Mondays will be closed, but every other day of the week we'll have American breakfast, a full menu, but simple, nothing complicated. But there will be omelets and eggs any style with real hash browns and sausage and bacon and toast and French toast and pancakes and biscuits and gravy and shit on the shingle and pretty much everything. And a bottomless cup of coffee, not the little pissy cups, but like man-size mug cup of coffee and pure cane Thai sugar and creamers if you like that. No frappe, cappuccino, latte. Sorry guys, we're coffee. We got caffeinated and decaffeinated. That's about it. But yeah, and then when we open back up, we'll probably run breakfast till about 11 a.m., maybe noon. And then we'll close it down and we'll open up at night as a live music venue. We'll have live music every night, except for Monday nights when we're closed. So live music every night. I've got a lead guitarist that's been playing guitar for almost 60 years. It's just my sound equipment manager and assistant manager to the bar as well. So he'll be here on staff. And so he'll be here pretty much every night unless he has something happening. I also play rhythm. And we're inviting all musicians. Mr. P. Watt is my manager, sound manager, and assistant manager. He knows a lot of musicians. They've all been notified, but we haven't announced the opening date, right? So once we announce that opening date, then there'll be a big push of flyers and business cards and all kinds of custom-made stuff that's going to go out. And then there's Facebook groups here locally, like I Love Bonchong Restaurants and Bars, right? So there's other groups, social media that'll all be notified. The YouTube channel is obviously a big part of it. Ed Gilchrist. Hey, brother, man. Hey, what's up, Ed? Thanks for coming in. Hope you're going to have Jameson. Of course we'll have Jameson. What's on the menu? We got that. The place looks great. Thank you, stepping out in the house. CJ Paradise better. Okay, thank you. Peter D. Hi from Australia. Bar is coming along good. Thank you very much. My mate from Australia. Yeah, no wankus here, baby. No wankus. We don't allow wankus unless they're drunk. And then we call them drunkles. You guys know what a drunkle is, right? And drunkles are cool, man. Drunkles are cool. We'll have an area for drunkles so that they can, try to get a little undrunkle before they have to travel out of here. And we will, we've got plans, maybe some, tuk-tuk transportation to resorts and hotels in the area, not just for the open mic, but maybe a community kind of tour. We got road bikes coming by right now. Let me give you guys a better view here. Come out here. I'm kind of caught up with the live chat. So yeah, we get a lot of and I know sometimes when the light's bad, you can't see too well. We get a lot of road bikes. We get a lot of Harleys. There's big biker groups here in the area as well. There's Thai style bike groups. style bike groups here a lot. So not only road bikes, but Thai motorcyclists. If anybody watched my vlog from Pattaya, and I know we got a lot of light in the background there. I kind of want to give you a street view. That's the thing about the webcam on the camera. Okay, that's a little better. So you can see some of the traffic coming by. It's a pretty busy road, but this is Sunday, right? Sunday morning, so not that busy right now. But you do get a lot of bicyclists, and the Pattaya video, you see a big group of bikers in Pattaya, probably from Bangkok. I'm guessing they do that trip a lot from Bangkok, and they were at the circle at the Pattaya City sign park right on the beach, and they're all wearing red and black jackets for their colors, right? They're all Thai. Most of them are, a guy with a girl on the back. And there's a lot of those clubs around here too. They just ride the overpowered scooters, like the, 150 to 200 cc range, bigger Hondas and stuff. So yeah, I mean they get around good. They got the little touring packages to pack a bag and keep it dry, right? So let me flip you around and show you the sound system here, Chris. Shoot, on the shingle, you should subscribe. Okay, I'm going to show that one. Sorry about that. That word was blocked. Yeah. Okay, SOS is basically like biscuits and gravy, a really homemade gravy, okay, with a roux. The roux is made from pure butter and bacon grease. So you combine those two oils, fresh bacon grease and melted pure butter, and you add your flour in, and you kind of scorch it a little bit in an iron skillet, right? You kind of cook your roux down, and then you can take a big old, quart portion of roux and set it to the side. And then you got your big milk boil with all your spices and your sausage and everything browned off, and you add your roux in and thicken it up. That's homemade gravy. So we have a bakery here that I'm going to make a deal with on fresh baked biscuits. I'm not going to be doing that here, but we will have fresh baked biscuits. And then what's so easy is just get real good high quality bread. You can get like the Texas toast here, really, really cheap, fresh bread made in Thailand, and toast that stuff off, nice and crispy toast, and then just dump that same sausage gravy over the top. And a lot of us Americans like those scrambled eggs on top of that. So SOS is the name. We just call it shit on a shingle. The toast is the shingle, and like whatever's up in the gravy, and maybe some eggs on top, and salt and pepper the heck out of it, right? So yeah, the American menu is a little different than the European breakfast. So there's a lot of European breakfast options here in Bon Chang. So we're not going to do that. What? Hey! Guests are arriving. So yeah, I'm going to take you back in here. Now the guests are arriving. Yeah, let's go back in here. How you guys doing? Good. I'm just carrying them around here. Yeah, I told them that you're going to be the teacher today, and I'm going to be the student. So you're going to educate me a little bit on some tech skills, right? Yeah, that's a pretty good. We get that street light out of there. We're just using the cam here. Guys, I want you to meet Julian. And what's your full name? Julian K.
Julian K. Glasser.
Glasser,
yeah.
Man. I'll take a shot to that. He's a Glasser.
Yeah. Glasser.
Right. Okay. So I told him you were coming today. So let me just fire some quick questions to cover some of your background. So keep your answers short. We'll kind of get them caught up to today, what you're doing today, and then you can kind of go from there. All right.
Okay.
So first question, where were you born?
I was actually born in Toronto, Thailand.
Strong.
Yeah. But I went to America when I was just a few months old.
Oh, a few months old.
Yeah.
And where did you go when you went to America?
Originally Arizona.
Arizona? Whereabouts?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, okay.
Yeah, and then I think when I was like 1 or 2, we moved to Las Vegas. And I lived in Las Vegas for 23 years.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
like never went anywhere else, just stayed in Las Vegas pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you are a millennial, correct?
Yeah.
And I'm a baby boomer, so I could be your parent, right?
Yeah.
Your parents are probably baby boomers, or
yeah.
like the last of the baby boom was 1964. So that's the very last of the baby boom. That's when everybody had 8 to 9 to 10 kids, right? That's why they call it the baby boom. So from the early to late 50s through 64, it's the baby boom. So okay, so Vegas for 23
23 years.
23 years.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so that got us caught up a little bit on his background. Now, I do want to ask you also, I hear a rumor that you're also an author. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I wrote a book. It was kind of one of my proudest accomplishments. I felt like it's called Create Your Own Destiny, and it's by myself. I also narrated it myself, so there's an audiobook too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, if your viewers want to check it out and prefer audiobooks. I know audiobooks tend to be more popular now because people gotta work, and they also like to be listening to it or working out at the gym. Yeah, it's just something I felt like I had to do.
Create your own destiny.
Yeah.
Try mine? Okay, so you were born in Thailand and spent 23 years in Vegas. And you're how old now?
25.
25. So
Yeah.
how much experience do you have in the Kingdom of Thailand?
About 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah,
now.
but I was back and forth. So even though the 2 years hasn't been straight 2 years.
Oh, gotcha.
So I've been, after graduation, I graduated around 23 years old. I basically I think a month or two after graduation, I left to Thailand. I came straight from Las Vegas to Thailand. And I stayed for about like 6 months. So I was like 6 months here, and then I went back for about 3 months. And then I came back for about almost a year. And then I went back for about like 3 months. And then now I'm back in Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't a straight 2 years, but it was kind of a back and forth.
Interesting. So that catches us up to kind of now. But let me ask you one more back question. You said you were born in Trong, Thailand, right? And then you moved to America. So did that automatically give you Thai citizenship because you were born here? Or?
So I should have had automatic Thai citizenship, but my mom actually only opted me in for U.S. citizenship at that time. So there is on your birth certificate in Thailand, if you're I guess a foreigner, you can check to. I saw my birth certificate, the actual birth certificate. So there's 2 boxes that you can check, and if you check both boxes, your kid will automatically have dual citizenship. You'll have U.S. citizenship and also Thai citizenship. But I think my mother, for whatever reason, she wanted me to just have U.S. citizenship. She had a reason for it. So I ended up getting just U.S. citizenship. But I did become a Thai citizen within the last couple of years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Congratulations.
It wasn't easy.
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
It was quite
But
quite
you have
difficult.
records of your birth year.
Yeah, and you know what the crazy thing is about my birth certificate? So that hospital got burned down. That hospital got burned down, and
Now Trong is in the far south, right?
yeah, the south of Thailand. And most of your viewers probably know maybe Krabi. It's not far from Krabi.
Okay, Krabi.
Yeah, but the funny thing about my birth certificate, well, it wasn't really funny because it was stressful at the time. The hospital that I was born at, it had a fire, right? And my birth certificate got burned in half. So basically, when you see the files, they do scans of it, right? So they have like half of my birth certificate and like half of it's just blacked. Like,
did that actually help you when you were trying to get the citizenship?
If say that birth certificate got fully burned, I probably wouldn't be able to get Thai citizenship.
Right.
Yeah.
But the fact that it cover up something that maybe you could say, hey, there was some claim there that you can't see. That's what I would have went to. I'd be like, look, it was damaged in a fire. My mother didn't check the actual box, but she indicated below where it's burnt.
Right.
But nevertheless, you are a Thai citizen now.
Yeah, and I'll share with you something that I didn't share with you yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my mother actually passed away about 5 years ago. So the process was a lot more difficult because my mother passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So what we had to do, and I think your viewers will find this actually quite fascinating, I ended up having to talk with the government in Thailand, and they said, who is the next person that's closely related to your mother, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, well, my aunt, of course, right? So I actually had to do a DNA test with my aunt. So we went to Bangkok and did a DNA test, and they were like, okay, his DNA and her DNA is whatever the percentage match is. Yeah. So it's a good thing that I wasn't like adopted or something. So we matched. We matched whatever percentage they needed verify that was actually blood relative. So yeah, so that was kind of like that was only part of the process.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. I can imagine. What little bit I've dealt with Thai government processes, I can only imagine. So let me go back. I just thought, now, I'm sorry about the passing of your mother. I lost my mother when I was about 21 as well. So I know how it is to lose a mom young. Yeah. But now, was she full Thai?
She was full citizenship.
But I mean, her ethnicity, was she Thai, Thai person?
100%. Yeah.
100% Thai. And your father? Is that something I can ask?
American, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're Ameritai.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, most people think that my dad might have been like a GI or something like that. Like most people think this, but actually my dad has never even came to Thailand.
I was gonna say you're way too young for your dad to be Vietnam. Yeah.
But
your grandfather would be Vietnam era.
Oh. Yeah, but my parents actually met in America because my mom was a nurse in America. Yeah, so most people think like, oh, was your dad like?
Well, there's that stereotype, but it's unfortunate. I try to educate my subscribers are educated as to the realities versus the fantasy world that a lot of people know about Thailand, right?
Right.
You get that stereotype, and Thai women get it when they travel internationally. They say, I'm from Thailand, and people automatically think, oh, well, she's from Thailand. She's a working lady or something. It's terrible, but the stereotypes exist for the ignorant. That's why they're there, because the people that understand complexities of cultures and people know that that's a real small percentage in every culture, in all peoples. So it's unfortunate that, like when you say just that, my mom was Thai, my dad was American, the immense thing, oh, his daddy was in Thailand, right? And your mother was a nurse, and she's probably highly educated, and she's living in America. So that's more common, I think, than the other stories. It's just you don't hear from it. So I think it's really unique. Now, okay, I think everybody's kind of caught up on some basics. So now you've been in Thailand how long consecutively? In Bangkok now, right? Since you arrived last, I'm sure you arrived pre-COVID, right?
Yeah, I arrived in Thailand pretty much right before COVID started to take off. Cool. Yeah, so I think when I was on the plane back from America to Thailand was right when it started to happen. So because I remember my grandma who lives in America, she was saying like, oh, you got to be careful when you're traveling. And when I was traveling, I can remember now, nobody was wearing masks. So right before I was traveling, nobody was wearing masks. But the funny thing was, from America. Oh yeah, water. Yeah. But the weird thing was that from America to Japan, right? That was my first flight. Was America to Japan. From the flight from America to Japan, nobody was wearing masks. But when I got into Japan, that's when I noticed that almost 90% of the people in Japan were wearing masks. Wow. Yeah, so it was like in Japan, when they knew about the COVID, it was like an instant thing.
Experienced the first SARS, but all of Asia did. So back in 2003, it scared the crap out of Asia, and that came out of southern China, the first SARS virus. So this is SARS-2. They got a new name for it, but they can give it any name they want. It's still the exact same thing. It's just a second version. It's a bat transmitted virus. It has to come from a bat originally. So that's what the first one was, right? The first SARS was definitely a virus from a bat that the bats carry. So anyway, well, that's an interesting story. So you've been in Thailand then basically since what, about December last year or something? Or was it even later than that?
It must have been December, January.
Okay.
I can't really remember exactly, but it was December, January. Something in that range. Yeah.
So now you're staying in a condo in Bangkok.
In Bangkok, yeah.
And I hear you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking YouTube pretty seriously.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely seen the potential of YouTube, and not just like YouTube AdSense and all that, but also that one's fine. Yeah. I also see the potential to have YouTube kind of promote other things too. Like I could see it like promoting my book, you know. And also, I was thinking about having like if someone's coming to Thailand and they kind of need help with that process, maybe I can consult them on that a little bit. Or if they want to have someone just help them out for like 2 or 3 hours, maybe kind of like a tour guide or something like that, I could also probably do something like that. Yeah.
Well, I kind of told them earlier, there's, see, we got 49 in the chat and 18 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's everybody give a thumbs up for Julian, a young millennial, American man, and a Thai citizen. And he's got a lot of, do you speak Thai?
I can speak Thai. Yeah.
Pretty good. I thought I heard some. Now, I told you that I met him yesterday, and I was going to introduce you to him today and do this interview, and he didn't know it was going to be live, and I didn't either. So, you guys know how my channel is. Everything's spontaneous. So we haven't pre-interviewed or anything, just being inquisitive. But I think we kind of gotten to know him. Now, I did take some time and watch a lot of his vlogs on his YouTube channel, and you can tell he's intellectual and he speaks very clearly and slowly and precisely. So I encourage you to go check out his channel. And the title of the channel is exactly as his name. So he's very genuine and is not hiding from anybody. And he's got a great story. And, like I say, I've got 2 daughters that are his age that are millennials and 2 that are older than him. So it's kind of nice that him and I have met yesterday. He sent me some messages. He's been a supporter of my channel as well. So anytime somebody subs my channel, I go check out their stuff. So I sub to his channel, start checking in some of his vlogs. Very short, very informative in Bangkok, giving you details about cost of living, parks, getting up at 4 a.m. and doing an hour walk. I mean, just really cool, interesting stuff. And because he's got that, that history of his mother being 100% Thai, and that story, and raised in America, of course, he's 100% American. American, you're from anywhere in the world, right? We got Chinese Americans, we got Indian Americans, we got Americans from every corner of the globe, and glad to have them. I think we swear in new, like 1 million new sworn in citizens every year. So did you get so you were automatically citizen? You didn't have to do green card or anything like that.
At birth, I was automatically U.S. citizen.
Right.
Yeah, I never, at birth, I wasn't a Thai citizen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we actually checked into that. My wife and I got married 5 years ago, and she was still very young. Still is. She'll be 39 here in November. So she was young, and we inquired about having a kid. We thought about it, and I checked into that too.
Oh,
yeah. So basically, the way it is now, I'm sure maybe the law has changed over the years, but I would be the one that would claim the parentingship. I could still work out a deal where she's co-equal parent, has rights, but, she could be on the birth certificate, but basically in order to claim American citizen, both parents would have to be American, or the one parent that's claiming. It can be a one-parent child, right? Legally, right? My child, right? By birth. And so, it's the same as the mother passed away or something happened, right? And you've got an American who had a child that's born in Thailand. You want American citizenship, it has to be, 100% belonging to that single parent. And then it would be automatic. Like I wouldn't have to do anything. As soon as they're born, they'd be American. It's just checking that box and then me claiming ownership. But technically, she would still be on the birth certificate. It's kind of a weird deal. She kind of gives up rights in a way, but of course she wouldn't, because we have a 100% loyalty. But obviously, we decided not to have a child. We have 2 dogs instead. So they're our children. But
if you do change your mind in the future, I would say definitely make the American citizenship a priority, because the American citizenship is like impossible to get, pretty much. Like it's so hard to get American citizenship.
Have you ever contemplated why your mother chose not to have you as a dual citizenship?
I'm pretty sure I know why.
Can I say
military? Yeah, no, it was because my grandfather was a high military official in Thailand before.
Okay.
And he just witnessed a lot of stuff during that time. So, and she witnessed it like firsthand too, and saw like what he had to go through.
Well, I've actually had some subscribers that have children that were thinking about doing dual citizenship to Thailand when they've already got plans on relocating. They've been to Thailand a number of times, and they're
child is half Thai and they weren't thinking about applying for the citizenship. Well, the child is still a minor, underage. And my advice was don't do that. Do the family visa for the child, right? Give them the O visa, which is easily extended because they have you have a parent that's Thai, so it's a family connection. Because if you do the dual citizenship, you are subject to draft in Thailand.
Right. Yeah.
At any time. So, yeah.
Which I can still have to read right now.
Well, yeah, you can because you are a citizen now. So, but back then, see, when she didn't check that box, all those years, it had you came and resided in Thailand.
Right.
Even though you were an American citizen and you were dual, right? So you could have been activated like as soon as you turned 18.
Yeah, I talked to some lawyers about this because my situation is kind of weird because I wasn't a Thai citizen from birth. I became a Thai citizen at
2 years ago.
Yeah, like way later than most people did. So yeah, so I'm still kind of in that range where I still might have to, and I'm prepared. I'm prepared for that if I have to.
So I got to ask you, how do you like those long lines at immigration offices?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have to go to immigration offices.
I did used to though when I came here I came for a visit when I was 19 from America to Thailand. So I still have to I had to deal with immigration.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now, no, right?
And the U.S. Embassy, man.
Are you jealous, guys? Are you jealous?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're going to help me
thankful.
get Thai citizenship next, right? Like if I adopt you and
Oh,
you become my child, right?
Or I'm your legal father. I'm legally your father, right?
Yeah.
This is my new son, Scott.
Yeah, actually, it was a deranged family. We skipped a few generations, and his uncle was my grandpa, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but if you do decide to have a kid one day, it will be much easier to get dual citizenship because you have your wife. Because your wife can do that process for your son.
Absolutely. And I would, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be worried about the future of the Kingdom of Thailand and the military so much as maybe your mother's concern 25 years ago.
Yeah, I just think that. And then
it was a different era.
Yeah, and also my grandpa's era was totally different too.
Right.
I think there was a lot more kind of political unrest.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
been I think 27 constitutions in the Kingdom of Thailand. So I don't get involved, and everybody knows that we don't talk politics or religion, especially Thai politics, because I'm a guest here.
Right.
Now, you have every right. You're a citizen. That's the way I look at it. Khun Thai people can state their opinions loudly. Right? But to me, I have opinions, of course, but I just prefer, especially for camera, to never let it be known. And I do the same thing with my political opinions about my home country, in the States. We just don't discuss it here because I find it divisive no matter what you do. And so you can walk on eggshells, but you're still going to offend half the people. So I just like to keep those two subjects mute because we're all about unity. And that's kind of why we decided to go into business in this fashion because there's nothing divisive about music, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I just kind of see it like no matter what other people think, if they treat me well, I'll treat them well. It doesn't matter what they are or what they think.
Well, to me, that's the number one thing is mutual respect, right?
Right?
And I could tell when I met you yesterday and actually even chatting with you online and talking with you on the phone before we actually met that you came from that perspective. Look, I'm in a foreign land, even though you're a Thai citizen now. You lived all your life in the United States of America. So you have respect for their culture, their ways, and why, even though you have opinions, I'm sure, about many different topics that are going on currently in Thailand. You're a YouTuber.
Right.
And you're putting out, it's the highest advanced level of social media that one could choose to do, is to do daily or weekly video blogs, right? Because the people get to know you. So, I think that because that's the first thing you said is if people treat me well, I want to treat them well. It's all mutual respect. And I think that that's the kind of vloggers that they know that I like to support. And that's why I want to bring you on today and introduce you because I can tell. And go to his link. Who do I got in the house here? Do I have any mods in the house? Bad Badger, can you go to Julian K. Glasser? Pretend this is glass. Glasser. And post up his link. Cheers. Cheers. No, I think you're going to do great, and your style and your presentation of your vlogs are really informative and precise and not too long. Sometimes teacher gets a little rambly and puts too much in one vlog where I could make it into 4 probably, but it's a hobby of mine, and I'm not coming from a professional YouTube background or video photography, any of that, right? Pretty ignorant to it, but I created the channel to show my kids back home, my life here in Thailand. Been here 5 years now, and it just kind of morphed into me becoming a YouTube consumer. So I started watching other vloggers in Thailand after I had created the channel, right? But technically didn't start vlogging until the situation. Because I didn't go back to work teaching English this year because of the situation where everybody's wearing masks that they don't like us to say the actual name of, so we avoid saying that. See, we got a lot of road bikes, a lot of really serious groups. Yeah, a lot of cyclists,
How long have you been doing YouTube for?
Well, the channel's about a year old, and but technically, like, I would go 2 or 3 months sometimes without putting up a video.
It's just kind of random, like whenever you feel like
and
it, right?
sloppy and no stabilization, just carrying an old Android around or whatever. So
I think viewers like that because it shows like real footage.
yeah, well, I mean, people can go back, usually now once I broke the barrier of the 1,000 subscribers and got the 4,000 watch hours, thanks to all of you wonderful people. Once I broke that barrier, now the algorithms are kicking in. So getting more of an audience, a broader audience, that's all I really ever wanted. Once I started getting serious about vlogging, started making sure the content was somewhat informative, entertaining, if I can be, riding around on the motorcycle, got gimbals with 360 views and really slowing down. And my channel perspective is expat life. I'm not a travel channel. My wife and I don't travel that much because we got 2 dogs, right? We have a rescue dog that I rescued up in Isan. So she's just solid black. Her name is Blackie, and she's mid-size, not large at all. And Heinz 57, very intelligent. And then I adopted her, and she was pregnant, and we ended up keeping one baby boy. His name is Jake, and he's a huge golden Labrador. So his dad was a big old golden lab. So yeah, they're like our kids. Yeah, they're both intelligent, very well trained, and they'll be visiting the open mic too. We leash them. We don't let them go because the soy dogs, unfortunately, you have to be careful. But yeah, they're pretty good trained. And Jake, now Blackie, she was probably 2 or 3 years old when I rescued her, so she knew her way around the soy dog streets, right? She was a fighter. She was, highly intelligent. You could just tell from the first time you looked at her. So she still is like the boss because she's got the street experience. Jake has been nothing but my wife's little baby since 2 seconds old, right?
Dude, completely different.
Sleeping on the jet, completely. But even Blackie's pretty cultured now because when we go for walks, she prefers not to get her feet wet. So she really doesn't want to walk in the wet grass if you can keep her on the dry path. So she's kind of a cultured soy dog now. But yeah, Jake, he is a big old baby. But so it's just perspective of expat life. And I knew that the knowledge that I've gained being immersed into the culture as an English teacher here is a different perspective maybe than some of the other Thailand vloggers. Not that there aren't other teachers out there, because there's a lot of English teachers from all nationalities here in Thailand. We need more English teachers. Yeah, so
I think you might be one of the only ones who are English teachers that are in Thailand who actually make YouTube videos, right?
maybe
I haven't seen any other ones.
I'm not sure. But like I say, I really started investing because, you have to have a purpose when you live in a foreign country. You don't speak the language well enough to have detailed conversations with people, right? So you miss that social structure and that purpose that you have when you're in your native country. And so when I wasn't teaching because of the situation, I needed a hobby. Well, I'd already had the channel. I'm like, invest in some equipment, start doing some motor vlogs, driving around and see how it works, and started putting out a lot more. Now, when things got emergency orders and really started hitting, I kind of went quiet for a while. I didn't feel like showing the scenes because, my beaches were closed, my people were not working, my community was devastated, and I wasn't really excited about showing that. So I skipped out a while, but when things kind of started getting back a little bit normal,
It was pretty brutal about 3 months ago.
It was,
it was
very
like
uncertain,
really
right?
scary, yeah.
Very uncertain, and there's still some a little bit of uncertainty, but I think pretty much everybody's certain we're on the other side of it.
Should we ask your viewers if they want to ask us any questions?
Yeah, can you catch up on the chat?
If you have any questions for me or Scott, definitely leave it in the chats.
Joe's in the house.
Thank you.
Morning,
Tommy.
Joe's in the house.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
man.
Tommy, for subbing to
Let
me.
me back up. Hi, Larry, doing great. All right. Catch Bay in the house. Julian K. Glasser, that's correct. Julian K. Glasser. Thanks, guys.
Forward, Joe. I like your videos. Keep it up.
He's an awesome guy. I had the privilege of meeting him, a super guy. Reminds me of my big brother who unfortunately passed away in a train accident. But he was a big guy like Joe and very forward, not rude, a gentleman, but very forward. And you knew you didn't want to. You didn't want to make him mad, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You didn't want to make him mad. Unless you were really fast about getting away from him. Hey, guys, Bad Badger, thank you so much for modding and everything that you always do. 51 watching, 20. Thanks, Badger. Appreciate it.
Bad Badger, I'll have to check your channel out.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
He's
channel yet.
almost to 1,000, I think, Badger, or did you hit it already? I haven't heard, so I'm thinking he's probably really close. He deserves a broad audience. Amazing. Got a lot of experience in Thailand. Scuba diver.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
I really want to do that.
Yeah, and lives over in Phang Nga, just north of Phuket Island, that last province, right over.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Phuket. I've been to Phuket, but I haven't.
The
been
one
to
right north of Phuket on the mainland there. Industrial Tours, thanks, man. Hello. How are you? Julian, subs, yeah. 626. You went to 637 already, buddy. Good job. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate it. And make sure to check out, we're going to do an interview together too on my channel. Make sure to check that out.
638 now. Good job, man. You're growing. Glasses look like a nice channel. We'll sub. Yeah, Glasser. Yeah, thank you. Wait, it might be. I didn't bring my reading glasses, and I'm wearing my long bar project. It's awesome. Thanks, guys. 40 minutes from the gateway. All right, I think we're caught up.
Any questions in there?
Any questions at all?
Any questions? Let us know and we'll answer them.
I got a question for you. Do you do any live streams?
I was thinking about doing a live stream for the first time when I hit 1,000. So I was doing like a celebration.
On your PC
Oh,
without 1,000 directly on YouTube.
yeah.
You just can't do the mobile, but I mean, if you just wanted to, like how you do your cost of living and budget and stuff like that, like if you had a particular subject you were covering, you wanted to do it just in a man cave environment or like that library that you have in your condo and just go live, you know? And of course you can make a little video announcement before you do it. Just make a little short video clip, say, hey guys, I'm gonna go live tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Bangkok time, right? And because a lot of YouTube bloggers don't do much live stream, and I understand. I truly, like a lot of them don't like it. 400 Joe doesn't like the live stream format that much. Like he'll do it with company and interviews, but it's a little different, you know, because it's impromptu, obviously, and anything can happen live. I mean, we could have an auto accident. One of these soy dogs get to fight, and they run right out in front of motorcycles here all the time when the soy dogs are fighting. I mean, I know we're going to witness some live accidents right here. It's going to happen. There's a pretty good group of soy dogs, and they fight. They're very territorial. And when they're fighting, they don't even look for traffic. They just bolt. And now this is a pretty slow motorway.
Hey, I want to ask you a question, and I think this is important for your viewers too. When a dog seems kind of aggressive, how should you react to that dog? Because that's happened a few times with me, and I'm not really sure how to react to an aggressive dog, like a street dog. Are you supposed to like not look at their eyes?
No. Look them in the eye.
Oh, really?
Don't ever look away from them.
Oh,
Don't if you need distance, like if you're startled, come around a corner and there's one, don't turn away, because that automatically instincts their predatory skills. When you turn away, you become the prey. So what you do is you lock eyes. Oh, it's easy. And you, no, not too much.
Yeah.
But just like try to get into the dog's character right away. Like see if you can catch a tail wag. You can usually see if it's like overly aggressive and you're going to have to defend yourself, right? But normally, if you just look a dog in the eye and talk to it like it's your dog, hey, it's okay, you're good doggy, good dog. And then you use place, contact and back away to get that space. And then if you see the back hair stand up, like right down the spine, when the back hair stands up, that's what they do when they're fixing to attack another dog. Their back hair stands up. So now sometimes some dogs will have the back hair up even when they're not aggressive. So it's not a guarantee. But yeah, I would be just keep eye contact with them, use a soft voice like it's your dog. Good doggy, good boy, good boy, and back away.
Thank you, Foreigner Joe, for subscribing. He also said that have a stun gun. They're afraid of the sound.
Yeah. Good point, Joe. Good point, guys. I know. You know Chuck and Paige, No Time to Be Sad, up in Nissan.
I've seen their videos before.
Yeah, Chuck.
Foreigner Joe, can you comment? Are stun guns legal for expats to carry, or will that have any problems? Because I don't know about the laws when regards to stuff like
the one
that.
that Chuck uses, and he rides a lot of road bikes, right? Alone, he goes a lot, and his is more like a sound stun gun. I think it's the sound of it, and it's got the flashing light.
Oh, okay.
But is it an actual stun? Like if you made contact with it?
They are legal. Okay, good. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know about.
Well, you look around at those night markets and stuff where you got all the vendors.
Yeah.
So this is your first time to Rayon, Chai?
Yeah. I've been to Pattaya, and also, have you gone to Gotland yet?
No.
Gotland is
The only
gorgeous.
island we've been to is Phuket. We haven't been to islands yet. But we got some beautiful mainland beaches right here. Trust me, right here. White sand, clear water. So when you can take the motorcycle and pack your hammock and all that, so a lot more fun than getting on a boat with 50 people, you know? I mean, we just like our mainland beaches, but you got to know where to go. Well, there's nice ones.
It was crazy because me and my girlfriend over there, we went to Gotland, and the first day that we were there was absolutely nobody there. Like the entire island was absolutely dead.
Really?
And then the next day they had some kind of Buddhist festival, and it was so packed that we couldn't even find a hotel room.
No, when was this?
This must have been just last month.
Really?
Yeah, there was some kind of three day festival.
Yeah, that big long holiday.
Yeah.
Thais were traveling there. They said it took 7 hours to get from Bangkok down to Phetchaburi. It's normally 2 hours because Thai people that was the replacement for the Songkran New Year that got canceled back in April. So that replacement day and then the King's birthday. So it was like a 4-day weekend for Thais. So where are you staying right now? You're in Pala, Chai?
I was staying at I made a video. I just put it on YouTube yesterday.
Okay.
I stayed at the Play Pala Beach.
Nice.
Yeah, and then today, what me and O do whenever we go traveling, we only book one night at a hotel. So basically, it's kind of fun because you stay at this hotel one day and you stay at this hotel the next day. So we never really stay at the same hotel each night. And I also like to make a lot of those videos too. So it's fun to stay at a different hotel each night. My girlfriend's gonna come say hi.
Yeah, guys. This guy is young and handsome and intelligent, but just wait a second. You're going to see the better part of him right now. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my name. So this is my girlfriend. Oh, say hi, Oh. So if you watch my channel and you see all my videos, she's my camera woman, and you also see her come here and there in a lot of my videos. So I'm very thankful to have her come traveling with me. It's very, very nice travel partner. Any questions? Anybody want to ask me any questions? I'll be happy to answer anything that you may have. I will be going back to Bangkok probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. Angela Minikati, Mr. Glasser, in general, in Thailand, do people treat you as Thai or Falang? I would say about 90% I get treated as a foreigner. And I guess that's just because I'm half Thai, half American. Um, I yeah, I would say about 90% of the time I get treated as a foreigner. But I can speak Thai. I can speak Thai pretty fluently, so I'm able to handle myself pretty much throughout Thailand. I will say I do have difficulty sometime when I go to Chiang Mai, which is where my uncle lives. He lives in Chiang Mai. I have difficulty talking in that dialect because the Chiang Mai province, they speak Pasa Nua, and that province, they speak different than people in Bangkok, and they speak a little bit different than people in the south. So my dialect is kind of a mix between the Bangkok accent and also the south accent. So the way I speak is kind of a mixture between those two. So I would say, let's say in Thai, I would say like "ผมผมพูดภาษาไทยได้ครับ." So that mixture is mainly Bangkok. TF Free Flying Asia. Julian, sorry, I just joined the live chat. What's the name of your channel? It's just my name, Julian K. Glasser. Julian, and then Glasser is the. If you just put Julian Glasser, it should pop up. I have a really informational cost of living video that if you're interested in moving out to Thailand or just coming out for maybe 3 months or something like that, then you might enjoy that video. It's the very first video that you'll see on the top of my channel. Larry Fournier, you mentioned a service that you'll probably be offering. Can you expand on it? Yeah, I have a few ideas right now. The first idea that I wanted to do was to offer tour guide services. So if you want to hire a tour guide out in Thailand, let's say for 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours, you definitely could contact me. My email address is just my name, juliankglasser@gmail.com. Or I was thinking about maybe doing some kind of consultation services for people who are planning to retire in Thailand, or maybe just want to try to stay in Thailand for 3 months, because I have a good connection of real estate agents, of lawyers, and a bunch of other great people in Thailand that I can introduce you to. So it's important that you have someone in Thailand that you know before you actually come out to Thailand. Because if you come out to Thailand right away and you don't know anybody here, it's going to be very difficult. I also wanted to answer Larry's question. I also am in talks of talks with myself, because there's nobody else, but I'm thinking about making some travel guides. So I was thinking about doing like a Bangkok travel guide, a Phuket travel guide, Pattaya travel guide. So I would just make these kind of short guides that are available as ebooks, and I would sell that on Amazon, and I'd probably just do them for cheap prices, $2.99, something like that. Thank you, CJ Paradise, for subbing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for Teacher Thomas, aka Scott, for inviting me. I really am thankful for the opportunity. Yeah, CJ Paradise, I'll check out your channel. Catch Bay, I am interested in doing the live chat. I don't even know how to use that feature yet, but I do know about the live chat. I was planning to do kind of a celebratory live chat for once I hit 1,000 subscribers. I thought that would be kind of like a fun thing to do, a live chat when I hit 1,000. I also thought 1,000 would be a good mark too. So if I have 1,000, then I think they might be like at least 20 to 25 people that will show up to the chat. So I think that will be kind of fun. If I do it now, I'm not sure how many people would show up to the live chat. Alexander, give us a song there, Julian, on open mic. Okay, I'll have to try to sing. I do like singing, so maybe I'll have to do that. And thank you so much to Alexander for all your support on my channel. I see all your comments, and I appreciate it. TF Free Flying Asia, cool subbed. Julian, thank you. Cheers. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Every like, every comment, every sub, it really helps out a lot.
Okay,
here the man himself. I was just answering some questions.
Oh, great. Yeah, I seen TF. Thank you about that teaching English in Thailand. Look, I've had quite a few inquiries that I haven't gotten back to in detail on that, but I do promise you that very, very soon I'm going to have a lot more free time than what I've had over the last month since July 10th when we signed a contract on this place. So I will be doing some live streams specifically to discuss the technicalities of becoming an English teacher here in the Kingdom of Thailand at various levels and various requirements, various jobs that are currently open. The schools have started back here gradually, a few days a week at a time before we get back to a full-blown schedule again, and that's why I'm not teaching, and it gives me more time to do what we're doing here. We was going to take a trip to the United States of America this summer. Of course, that all got canceled because of the situation where everybody's wearing masks. So that 10 grand that we were going to spend renting an RV and taking my wife to see the Mount Rushmore and all the great sites and spending time with my grandchildren and daughters, that 10 grand has basically went into opening up a business here in this local Pala community. And it's something my wife and I have talked about doing for a long time. So we had that money set aside and couldn't use it for the trip. And it just was an ample opportunity and perfect timing. A great building owner, landowner here that we've made a contract with. So that's what we're doing. But I do apologize to everybody if I've been beating you over the head with Bar and Grill. There's a lot more to my channel than that. And I do want to assist people with the knowledge that I've gained. I'm no attorney, and I'm not going to give anybody guarantees or this is exactly how it's going to work for you. What I can do is share my experience and the experience of those teachers that I've helped employ here in the kingdom. And there's quite a few of those. But you want to play a game real quick? This is the first live stream at the open mic bar here in Pala, Bonchang City. So you guys know we've been decorating with some musical artists. Got a few more signs in. So guesses? What group? It's a group. Any hints? Want to give them a hint? Not too detailed, right?
It's a group.
Where are they from? Can you do that?
They're from America, right?
I believe so, yeah.
The
what era?
70s?
No.
Oh, the 90s rock band. Should I say it?
ZZ Top? No, don't say it yet. Come on.
Should I say what happened to the main singer?
Yeah.
The main singer committed suicide.
Ooh, big clue.
Lead singer committed suicide. Kid? No. Journey? No.
No. Yeah, lead singer Journey still kicking it, man. Stephen Perry, amazing voice.
Nirvana.
Boom, there it is. Nirvana. Right on, guys. Right on. TF, yeah, cools and no worries. Looking forward to that subject and hope to be able to visit you at open mic in the near future. We hope you will.
You got a couple of comments asking when is the bar going to be open?
We haven't announced the official date yet, guys. We're waiting to place the furniture. We just got the slab painted yesterday and today. I'm going to show you that slab. So now we're ready for furniture. We just want to get that furniture in place. And then phase 3 will begin, which is stocking the bar with all the customer service essentials, plates, glasses, liquor, food, right? So that'll be phase 3. Before we start phase 3, we'll make the announcement of the actual date. But we want to finish phase 2, get the furniture, the decor, and a couple, a little bit more shelving and built-in items. So we're almost there. And there will be at least 2 weeks advance notice of the actual opening. All right. Thank you for the questions. Okay. This is one of my all-time favorite bands. They were around when I was just a little bitty kid, and I'm the youngest of 9 children. Grew up in Kansas City, Kansas. Shout out to all of my dots out there. And I didn't mean DOTS. It's DOTTES DOTTE. So my dots, that's Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas, Armourdale, Rosedale, rough areas. Okay, guys, that's where I grew up. My older brother had this stuff playing in the middle of the night with only candles lit, and the candle would say, underneath the candle would say, "Why curse the darkness? Just light a candle." Right, pretty deep, right? And this shit was blaring in the background. What else? Another clue?
I don't really know this band.
Yeah, he's a millennial. He doesn't know. Okay, there's a famous ZZ Top. I like that. No, it's not ZZ Top, not Pink Floyd. They are American. It's an American band.
The lead singer ended up going on his own and became very famous on his
Absolutely.
own.
Absolutely. Actually has his own TV show.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he used to bite the heads off of bats live on stage.
I think that's going to give it away.
Live bats. He used to bite the heads off of bats live on stage in this band. A famous hero, Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy. What's the name of the band? Yes, it's Ozzy Osbourne. That's right. I am Iron Man. Boom, there it is. Ed Gilchrist in the house. Rock on, rock on. Okay, ready? They might be able to see this.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
Like him, it's a man.
This guy also died young. Yeah. He died very young.
Where's he from?
That'll give it away.
Yeah.
He's part of the, what's that called? The 23 Club?
Yeah.
He's part of the 23 Club. So that might be a good guess. Nope, not Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is a good guess, though.
Didn't want to be associated with cannabis is a big factor of his life. Herbs, shall we say? The kind you smoke.
Like every musician, right?
That's true. But his almost like his colors.
Oh yeah, the 27 Club.
27 Club, yeah.
Bob Marley.
Boom. Bob Marley. Yeah. No woman, no cry. Okay. No, you know.
Jim Morrison also died at 27.
Oh, Jim Morrison died. Was it 27 years old, guys? He died in a bathtub.
Was he one of the Who? Was that the Who singer?
No, the Doors. Right over.
Oh,
The Doors. That's Jim Morrison. They made a movie about him. Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison. Val Kilmer, you know Val Kilmer, the actor.
No.
He did he's an incredible method actor, and he became Jim Morrison, literally. I mean, the guy was freaking weird. He was so good. Yeah.
What's the name of that movie?
I think it's called The Doors.
Oh, The Doors?
Yeah.
Did you see
Val Kilmer, right. Yes, 27. I have visited Jim's last resting place in Paris. Oh, did you really? Yeah, Jim died in Paris. Jim died in Paris, unfortunately. Okay, so, yeah, you know these guys? You know where they're from? Absolutely. They're English. An English band.
Yeah, I don't really know much more than that. I do know who they are, but I just don't know the music.
Right. Let's say the lead singer of this English band has been known to be quite the dancer.
Beatles, Queen, Beatles.
No, kind of a dancer. Like when you see him dance, you were almost attracted to men for just a minute. And maybe you are attracted to men, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't want to single anybody out because we're complete. Mick Jagger. Yeah, that's the guy. So what's the band? Van Halen? Rolling Stones. You guys rock, man. All right, that's the end of the dance because I don't have any more. So I want to introduce you to somebody else. You better go snuggle your beautiful Thai lady there. Anybody know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy is? Anybody got a guess on this guy? American, known to be one of the most badass guitar players ever in the whole world. And if I could get the camera angle right. Jeez, teacher. No, it's not Bob Dylan. Yeah, it's Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's right. That's Stevie Ray Vaughan. Anyway, yeah, here's our opening night. This is our emblem. This will be on our sign, on our t-shirts, a lot of different things on our bar owners. We've got bar owners and koozies ordered. So this is just a simple design. The blue is because we're going up from the beach. The name of the beach is Pala Beach. So we went with the blue color, and it's kind of reflecting like it's on the water. We're one block off of Beach Road here. So this is just an introduction to the owners. My wife, Melanie, and I, and she's from here on time, and I'm from Kansas City. So that's just an introductory, and there's our t-shirts. I don't know how you can see that very good. They'll be coming soon as well. So yeah, and we got the pool table rules up here. All right. Seven bowl streams at the main bar, but we may have to do the social distancing thing. That's one of the key factors in this opening. In August, 1st of August, the current emergency orders in Thailand extended July 31st, correct? Yeah, so, this, I'm sorry, August 31st. No. Yeah, August 31st, yeah. September, 1st of September is supposed to be the end of the emergency orders. Now, will that change restrictions on as far as the ministries? We don't know, but it could all change in September. It could go back to a lot less restrictions, right? I mean, you still have to check your temperature to go into malls and everywhere right now, right? But here's the slab, guys. If you remember what this slab looked like, or if you don't, that's what it looked like, that and worse. So we put a real heavy coat of primer on it, and then we just kind of went with the gray cement color. But I've got some ideas to kind of brighten it up a little bit, cut out some stencils of musical notes. I did kind of a sloppy job of it, and I don't think I'm going to use all those colors. I've got plenty of gray to just kind of paint over that. I think I might just go with the gold and black, the gold and black.
They keep all of the bright colors out of it. They do all the musical notes. This kind of dance floor area here, right? And I'm going to introduce you to those who haven't met my assistant manager, sound manager, and most of all, lead guitarist. Been playing guitar for about, what, 60 years? Folks at Be Loud? China? You started playing guitar how old?
20.
You started playing at 20. Oh, I thought you like had your first guitar when you were a little kid. At 20 now.
20.
And how old are you now?
46.
46. Yeah,
Oh, 64.
64 years old. So only about 44 years you've been playing around on the guitar. Okay, so this is P-Lot, and he's setting things up the way he likes it because he's in charge of his whole situation. And he's got a lot of experience dealing with the karaoke system as well. So he can play lead guitar along with the karaoke sound system and you singing. So you have your lead guitarist with you during the karaoke. And we have a lot of popular karaoke songs already downloaded. But the thing about it is we've got excellent Wi-Fi here, 450 megabytes up and down. So we've got really good Wi-Fi. And I've got a YouTube Premium account, of course. So you can Google like any song, karaoke version. So it'll be the original artist, the original musicians with no voice, and the lyrics will come up. You know, we got the HDMI cable to the monitor there. So, I mean, you can literally, it doesn't even matter. We wouldn't even have to have a song list already. P-Watt's got a really nice thumb drive with a built-in karaoke song list that he can change the bass, and he can, depending on if it's a low singer or a high singer, he can kind of modify things within the program of the song karaoke list that he's got. But like with the YouTube, man, literally, like if you got a song request and we don't know it, we can YouTube the karaoke version and you just go along. And of course, P-Watt can pick up and play with any song. So it doesn't matter if he knows the song or not. He can still back you up with the lead guitar. And of course, I play rhythm, and we'll have visiting musicians from various areas of Thailand, and hopefully around the world soon. I've got some neighbors from Holland, and one of their daughters is an excellent guitarist, and she's excited about coming. So we do have international musicians that want to come to the open mic. They're just like professional or hobby musicians. Either way, they're not coming for money. They're just coming to do a little set. So you never know who might show up. Open mic is not something that's well known in Thailand. They have a lot of karaoke, and Thai people love to sing karaoke. And we do have a big song list of Thai language songs as well. So we are going to be integrated. We're not exclusive to anything. The only exclusive thing we have is complete tolerance and no bigotry or prejudice against any person, nationality, gender, whatever, right? That's the only exclusive rule here is, everyone's welcome. And, you know, you find a song that you like, you can just, and we also, our sound system, you can hook up to Bluetooth. So you can come in for breakfast, an American breakfast. We're going to open early, have hot coffee at 6:30, 7 a.m., right? And then start serving short order breakfast. You can just use your mobile device and hook to the sound system. It's already set up, and the settings are already going to be set for excellent sound at lower volume, of course. And you can just be your own DJ. We will have other equipment that you can use, a computer if you want to search that way, but you can literally just Bluetooth connect with your own phone and be the DJ for the morning, and you do the take requests from anyone else that's eating breakfast, right? That's how easy it is to control the sound system that we got here. Of course, the mics will be hooked up and hot all the time. If somebody feels like singing karaoke in the morning, it's totally up to you. We are customer service based. The people the staff that's coming tomorrow, you just met P-Watt, you know my wife, so that's two of the staff, the original staff here, and then we have two more coming, former high school students of mine that will be arriving tomorrow from Bangkok. They have a lot of background experience in high-level customer service at high-end restaurants and hotels in Phuket and Bangkok, so they do have experience, but everyone's going to be trained as a team. We're all the dishwashers, we're all the managers, we're all the cleaners, the cooks. Everybody has to know every job.
and Piwat's got a lot of experience, and Piwat obviously will be looking after the equipment most of the time, but he picks up a rag and cleans and mops and does whatever too. That's just kind of how we roll. But the number one rule is customer service. Everybody's been to America, that's kind of the American standard. You don't wait around much for anything, and your food should come out hot. And at the same time, you should never have to look for a server to replenish your drink, and definitely never have to wait for a check bin to pay your bill. Never make them wait to pay. My mom was a waitress, and she taught me early on that you can make people wait to sit down. You can make them wait to receive their food, but you never, ever, ever make them wait to pay. When the person's ready to pay, you better be on it. And they don't have to get up to pay. The server comes to them with the full check bin. There's no misunderstanding on the bill. They take the money, they go to the cashier, they bring the change back. That's how we do it. That's how everybody's going to be trained. So it's going to be a good experience for the Thais to have absolute 100% American customer service training, American business English, teamwork English, the golden rule that the customer's always right, even when they're wrong, more especially when they're wrong. They're right, they're your best friend, and you're here to serve them. And all the way to their car, we'll be nice, regardless of what they do. We'll be nice to them all the way to their car. If they disrupted the pure joy, because the rule is to have fun and be happy. So if they disrupted that for other customers, they won't be allowed back. And of course, everything will be on CTV cameras here at the open mic, so as well as some live stream. So anyway, let me jump in here to the chat and we'll close this out. I've got some great company here. Very, very impressive young couple, and I'm looking forward to that. I just wanted to give you guys a little tour and show you. We do have the slab painted now. We got all the bar stools set in place. I think we've got a total of about 30 bar stools. So, and we're going to do the lawn chairs and the low-seated tables out underneath the tent. And then we're going to have regular dining tables out here on the main floor, okay? And there will not be a pool game played here at all until opening night, because we're going to have drawings for free drinks and free T-shirts. And one of the drawings will be first break at the open mic. So that'll be one of the first drawings that we have. And whoever wins that will be the first one to break a game. So we want to make it, like I said, very customer friendly and customer engagement, not only in the musical performances, because our voices are an instrument, good or bad or indifferent. We can all participate in music. So we really want engagement from the crowd. And I think it's well suited to wait for that first break on the opening night and let that person remember that they were the first one to ever break here at the open mic. So let me jump in here, guys, and catch up with you. Let me get over here where I can see better. But yeah, I think you've got a pretty good idea of what the place looks like. Like I said, we've got a lot of signage space still available on interior and exterior walls. I'm going to add my mailing address in the comments section of this live stream. I've had a lot of people say, hey, why don't I just send you some metal signs? It's, they're really available. I can get every group imaginable here in America, and your market in Thailand's limited. And there's a lot of groups that we don't have yet. So I do want people to do that. Just remember, when you ship something to Thailand and you put on the label of the value of the product, make sure that value is no higher than $40 US, okay? Regardless of what's in the package, all right? Obviously, signs and stuff like that are going to be a lot lower than that, but you disclose the amount of the product that you're shipping. If it's over $40, it's subject to a lot of import tax. So that costs the bar to go pick that stuff up. So just remember that. Keep your price tag on the label under 40 USD, okay? And we'll put your stuff up, man. Now, we want to keep about this same size, guys, right? We don't want any large poster stuff, right? We don't want to single anybody out, but everything music related, events, musical events, musical history, anything. And I think I showed you on the last little vlog, but let me show you again real quick on the live stream. You see this 2-corner glass case behind me. Nam Yin has scrubbed that thing clean. It's got nice canister lighting. All right, it's got nice canister lighting in the ceiling of both of them. So that's going to be a nice display case for, musical, miniature musical instruments, or, something like that, little statues, little figurines, right? And I'll just give you straight right now the signs and stuff that we've had to buy just to get to what, the design that we kind of wanted to open with. We're looking at about $600 worth of signage already. So anybody wants to contribute to that, and you can kind of give me an idea of where you might want it on the wall even, and we'll make sure we decorate personally for you and get your favorite musical events, characters, musicians, anything music related. If you have something bar rated that you thought might look really cool here, that's up to you. We'll do bar and music related. We just don't want to get off topic too much, right? It's kind of the theme, right? Is a retro American style bar. Doesn't mean that new genres aren't welcome, because if you've got a favorite group that's currently on the charts, hey, we'll put them up too. It's all about the music, right? Okay, let me get in here. Julian looking okay. Got in with Julian. You have some nice vlogs. Julian, yeah, he does, man. He's got a cool channel. I've been checking him out. He's very, very informative and brilliant, and a lot of respect. Like to see that in the millennials. My daughters are like that. But unfortunately, some of the younger ones, like when we were young, we hadn't learned those valuable lessons of respect yet, right? We go over here and plug in because battery's about to die, and then I'll close this out. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I know it was unannounced. The playback should get decent views, and Julian already got some subs today, so that's awesome. Let me catch up with you here. I'll try. Yeah, I think you guys get the point of why we're doing this business. It's not about, us needing a bunch of profit or additional income, because we are good, but we have invested. It's going to be around 10 grand, I think, when we're open, the initial investment, and everything's a rental other than the equipment stuff that we have purchased. Opening hours are going to be either 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning for American breakfast till noon. We're not going to be a big lunch place. We're kind of going to close down in the afternoons and prepare for the night venue. There'll be live music every night, and that'll open around 5 p.m. And there will be specials for dinner as well as a nice appetizer menu that's available during all open hours. So we're going to be at breakfast, 6 a.m. till noon is likely, all American breakfast, and then we'll come back. We're not going to, we're going to keep the bar open for lunch, but we'll just have the appetizer menu and drinks. So it will still be open, but we're not expecting big lunch crowds for drinking, but we may have some people want to play pool and drink. So we will be open all day, and then we'll close on the weeknights, I think, at 11. I'm not positive yet. We're still confirming with the local city government about the sound ordinance and different stuff, because we are a live music venue. So we'll be specific when we make the announcement, and you'll have at least 2 weeks notice before the grand opening. Okay, and then we'll be clear on the hours. But on the weekends, I think we can roll till about 2 a.m. So Friday and Saturday nights are going to be late nights, and then we will have breakfast the next morning as well. And then Mondays, we're going to be closed. Every Monday will be closed, Monday day, Monday night. But 6 days a week, breakfast open all day. Breakfast will shut off at noon. We're not going to be cooking any more breakfast. We'll have the appetizer menu and plenty of cold drinks. We'll have local wines. We'll have all the spirits and the famous cocktails. Not a big cocktail list, but all the favorites, the Bloody Marys, margaritas, Mai Tais, pina coladas, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll have a lot of drinks that are non-alcohol too. So we'll have the slushies and stuff like that for people with kids. We're going to have a kids play zone out back behind the dartboard area. It's going to have some English material and different games that they can play with. So it's a family-friendly environment. So we're going to have great hours. I think on the weekends it's 2 a.m. I believe we can roll till about 2 a.m. We may have to keep the music a little lower starting at about midnight. But, it's not a problem. We got a really good sound system, sounds really good at low volume, and you can hear all the way through the bar here just from the low volume speakers outside. So you don't really need monitors inside. Now, we are going to have TVs inside and do a sports bar theme as well. So, we'll have live, sports from Europe, soccer leagues, and American National Football League. Hopefully that gets started up this fall. So, we got a lot more that we're going to add that we may not have everything at opening, but it's going to be a very chilled, laid back, family style environment. Now, single guys that want to, pick up ladies, and there's a lot of single ladies in the area, are welcome to pick them up and bring them here to the bar. We have open minds here. We're not going to be critical of anybody or investigate what they're doing on their private time, right? So all are welcome. I don't care, gay, straight, bisexual, whatever. You are welcome here, and nobody will make you feel unwelcome. And I can guarantee you that because, I'm the owner and I'm the general manager, and my wife is a majority owner. Okay, so we will make all people feel welcome, and that's guaranteed. Okay, so we want you to come with whoever you desire to bring with you. Okay, we are in Thailand, and a lot of people do like to have company, and that's great. There will be no girls working for the bar that are not professional servers. So, you just need to know that it's a normal bar. It's not, a red light district or an entertainment zone bar. It's just a regular bar like we have in our home countries. There's a lot of regular bars here in Palau that are owned by expats, just regular bars. There's no girls working there to, entertain gentlemen or to be accompanying them. But, we will. Now, right off the bat, we may be cash only, but right now we're catering to domestic tourism only, local expats and local Khmer Thai, and we're a cash-based society here. Like, nobody really uses plastic, but we're going to do open tab. Now, this is an American-style bar, okay? So it will be open tab. And if you don't have cash with you and we don't have a system available to take your particular plastic, you will have a tab. And it's old school, right? Like they used to do back in the day. So you can pay me the next day. The only thing about your open tab is I got to have your name and your identifiers and your phone number and where you are. So you can drink all night on your tab. We'll keep your tab open. And if something happens and you're running low on cash and can't make it to the ATM for one, we'll carry your tab over the next day as long as we got your definite contact information. So it's going to be different. That's why I said we're going to have to train the Thai staff to the system. It's not different to anybody in the West, I think, especially Americans that know what an open tap bar is, okay? So you're not going to pay for your beer as you go or something, right? It'll be an open tap. And if you pay when you check out, you get ready to leave, and you pay your total bill, that's great. If you need time to keep that tab open till the next day, that's not a problem. It's a family-run place. So a lot of our regulars may just come in and say, hey, teacher, open my tab, right? I'll get you tomorrow. We got you, man. We got you. So thanks for that, Julian. TT2, do you want any recipes to some tasty, spicy Caribbean bar food? Absolutely, Larry. Absolutely. In my contacts about tab on the homepage of the YouTube channel, there's my email and there's my Facebook page at Teacher Thomas Thailand. You can send me private messages there. Guys, I'm open to all your ideas, open to your decoration, open to you being a part of this place, okay? The subscribers of Triple T are going to be invested in this bar, and we appreciate you guys, right? So, yeah, man, we're all about ideas and stuff. What we're doing, think small, aim small, miss small, right? We're going to open with just a good appetizer menu, nice cocktails, ice cold beer, great customer service. Add in the American breakfast. That's going to bring a lot of the expats, right? Because it's not easy to get American breakfast in Thailand, as anybody that's lived here knows. Okay, so we got that. Now, dinner specials on Friday and Saturday nights, we're going to be worried about live music, entertainment, karaoke, good drinks, cold beer, good service. That's our focus. So instead of having a big old complicated dinner menu, we're going to have specials, okay? So we're going to have blackboards. We're old school. We've got a lot of blackboards with chalk around here, okay? We're going to write some specials down. Friday night, we got sliders, pulled pork sliders, and beef stew with cornbread for Phanam. On the Thai side of the menu, we got masaman and tom yum, right? For example. So those are the two dinner specials that night. If you don't happen to want any of those specials, then we got the appetizer menu, which is going to be really, really good. Spring rolls, French fries, cheesy fries, all that kind of good stuff. Potato skins, chicken wings, like really, really good bar food on the appetizer menu that's available during all open hours. We're not going to be a big dinner club restaurant because, we're a live music venue and we're an entertainment venue. So we want to cater to the customer service We don't want a bunch of slaves in the kitchen cooking 2-order dinners. Now that might evolve, and we might end up going to a full-blown dinner menu, right? And lunch menu. But right now, to open, we want to be a bar and grill. So bar and grill, simple menu, nightly specials that change, right? And we'll have special weeknights. We've got a big Navy base here. We're going to have a Navy night for the Roll Tide Navy officers in the area. Now, everybody's still invited, open to the public always. But VIPs will be the Roll Tide Navy. They'll control the karaoke that night. They'll be the VIPs, okay? So we're going to do host events and stuff like that. We may have a German night. There's a big biker group here that's all Germans. We got a lot of Germans here in Paula. I love my Germans. We may have a German night and do some German sausage, right, on the special that night. Get the big barbecue with charcoal grill going. Have a steak night. Have a taco night, right? But we're not going to plan some big, bold, big dinner menu and big lunch menu to open. We're just not going to do that. Aim small, miss small, right? The turtle wins the race, slow and steady, right? But we want to be, when we have this opening, we're thinking it's going to be a pretty good turnout of local Thais and local expats. Everybody's been talking. You see how visible we are out here on the main road with a very busy Thai privately owned mom and pop store across the street. A lot of traffic here. Everybody's been seeing the progress from a gutted and nothing empty pork shop building to this. So they've seen it lit up at night. They've seen us out here sweating, bleeding, and crying, but only happy tears, right? No sad tears here, man. It's been a labor of love, and it's all coming together. We're almost there. We just didn't want to put that big grand opening date out there until we're confident of it. We're prepared for it. We got the staff here. We've got another inspection coming from the Department of Business Bureau here in Thailand, which we're registering as a corporation. That'll allow me to have the work permit here for 2 years as the general educational training manager. And so all of that's going to happen yet. We have that inspection with the staff, that's salaried Thai staff that we pay their Social Security pension into everything. Those people will have to be present when the DVD gets here. Now, we've already had the food and license, alcohol, beverage, cigarettes. We've already got all that done with the local city and the county, what we would call county. It's a provincial government. Thank you. You guys ever tried Mansum? I'm not trying to do product placement on you or anything, but this stuff is awesome. It's sometimes difficult to find Gatorades here in Thailand, but this is kind of their version. It's really, really good. Thank you, baby. You need to come over here in front of the camera for a little bit, please. Everybody wants to see the better looking South here. So that's Scott Thomas South, Yin Rudi South, Triple T, Nam Yin. Are you happy, baby?
Yes.
You like going slow though, right?
Yes.
No hurry, right? Okay. Tired? Yes, a lot of work. You've been very good with the paintbrush and sanding, all that hand sanding that you
I
did.
cannot maybe I can do cleaning and everything.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot. You've done a lot, and this was all your idea. So, she is 51% owner. I'm 49% owner. It's not majority owned American like the Amnesty program that Thai and Americans have, where Americans can be 100% owner, but then there's a lot more detail involved in the capital of the business and the business account, banking account, maintenance requirement for a certain amount in the bank, all that stuff that you go through. This is a Thai-owned business. This is a Thai bar. It just happens to be an American retro bar. And everything from top to bottom, as far as customer service, is American. And we love all nationalities, and you guys know that. And I love my Europeans, and I love your fantastic breakfast. I really got into your baked beans and your stewed tomatoes for breakfast, okay? But we're not that here. We're just an American breakfast, right? So that's what we are. We're American customer service. And our staff will be all English speakers. Yes. She fell asleep on it. Yeah. Will you have smoking area outside for the non-smokers? We will have areas for non-smokers. Thailand, thank you, baby. I'm going to close it out pretty quick. Thailand is pretty open about regulations on smoking. So, a lot of inside bars in the AC that have crowded smoking, and, you feel bad for the non-smokers. We are open air here. We will have coolers, like swamp coolers. So we will, be able to control the temperature, and we have a lot of fanage. We're all open air here. So it's kind of hard to restrict the smokers, but we will make sure that the non-smokers have a no smoking area, a no smoking zone. Okay. So you will not be inundated with it. And even if you do come in here inside the bar and you're playing pool, or if you're outside playing darts, everything has got a fan blowing that stuff out. We've got 3 overhead door openings. We've got windows out the kitchen that are open. It is really open air. We've got a nice big fart fan in the bathroom, right? We've got fans on the exterior. So, but good question. We definitely want to respect the people that are non-smokers, and I'm trying to break the habit myself on smoking, and I'm getting pretty dang close, I think. So, but at the same time, we are in Thailand, and it's very liberal and non-restrictive to smokers. Okay, so we don't want to discriminate against people because they enjoy tobacco, whether they're addicted to it or they're just. We will have Cuban cigars for sale here. There's a good Cuban cigar market here in Thailand, so that'll be coming too. There's a lot of things that we're going to have that are going to seem, I think, unique, and even our the way you buy around here in Thailand. They usually have a bell that you ring right here in the center of the bar. You reach up, you ring that bell, you just bought everybody in the house a drink, right? Well, we're going to have a system to do that, but it's not going to be a bell. So you can imagine what that might be. It's going to be a loud system to announce that you're buying everyone a drink. And of course, people in the live streams, if you want to, tip the staff or buy the staff a drink or whatever, you can do that through Super Chat. We'll also create a PayPal account for the open mic. And again, guys, I think you all know me. If those of you that haven't been with me that long, it's a hobby for me, the YouTube channel. I have no desire to make money. The AdSense revenue is basically peanuts for me because I'm a small channel. So we're not really concerned, and we lose all ad revenue when we have live music because we do a lot of cover songs, and that money should rightly go to the original authors and performers of the music that we're going to sing. So we lose that because of copyright. But we will have a lot of live stream, various camera angles here at the bar that's going to be set up for the live stream action. We want the live stream people to be able to interact with the servers, especially when they're not overwhelmingly busy. And just depends on how things go. Remember, start small, stay small. Hopefully you grow. Whatever happens, happens. The ideal is Yin and I train these people up. Yin and I become part-time volunteers up here at the bar, and it becomes a Thai run, operated with more Thai staff, and that would be ideal. And we go back to doing exactly what we were doing before we invested in the business. That's the goal. It may not be achievable in 1 or 2 years. We don't expect to be able to walk away full time, But even preparation and getting the bar to this point, like Yin and I don't work long days, guys. We'll come do 4 or 5 hours, and that's it. Well, we go to dinner a lot with no phones, and I don't make vlogs of our personal time together. We have rules set aside for her and I to not lose what we've always cherished about our time here in Thailand, and that is the fact that I am retired. Even as a teacher, I've only worked a maximum of 18 hours a week, ever, in 5 years. So I've never been a full-time guy. I'm not going to be a full-time guy here at the bar. I'm going to train people, and they're going to know how to do it. And there's chefs here, very good chefs that can cook awesome Thai food, don't have a lot of experience in short order American breakfast, biscuits and all this stuff, right? But they can be trained. As long as it comes out exactly the way I put it out, then I can walk away. And that's the plan. We don't have a desire to be full-time employees of this place. We have a desire to be full-time active members in our community. We're already in volunteer aspects of the community that I don't really share with you because it's a personal thing. Now, I am going to plan on doing some more teaching. And not only for the military next year in 2021, part-time, very part-time for the military, but here, and there's a lot of land available for rent with the same owner. So, there's a lot of things that I might do, but what we're planning is start small, aim small, miss small. If it grows and it gets popular and we can keep Thai staff well-paid Thai staff that have a good, confident job for their future, especially when international travel opens up again next year and all of you wonderful people fly into Utapao. Okay, or talk to Julian. They took a minivan from Bangkok. Not difficult. Julian, how long was your drive from Bangkok to bring it home?
I think maybe 3 hours.
3 hours. And what did it cost you for two people?
Maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that.
And what did it cost you for two people?
160 per person, so 320 for two people.
320 baht for two people. It's right around $9 to get here from Bangkok. So, if you're staying in Bangkok and you flew into the BKK International Airport and you want to come down and hang out and you don't want to go to Pattaya because Pattaya's worn out, got 50 bars on every street. Most of them are really struggling because without international travel, there's no way the locals, it's impossible for the local expats and local Thai to sustain all of the bars in Pattaya. We don't have that here. We have a lot of really good bars, and I'm going to be very, 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 very much showing you other bars in vlogs and talking and interviewing other expat owners of bars and restaurants. So we're going to be involved as a community here, right? We're not going to do things on a food menu that my friend right up the road does on a food menu, okay? He's got some of the best smoked ribs, American-style smoked ribs, right here in 30-second walk from us. So why would I be smoking ribs? I don't need to do that. I can do stuff that he's not doing. I got grandma across the street, excellent Thai chef. She only works during the day. She'd like to have some evening work. She could work right here in the kitchen. So we might go to a full Thai to order dinner menu. But to open, it's kind of hard to put all that together and open. And it's unnecessary to open, right? So that's the plan. Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. Great work put into your open mic. Cheers and best wishes to both of you. Thank you to you. Alexander, Pokemon, no need. Bend over. Low, Alex. Bad Badger. Okay, Scott, got to go. Thanks, Bad Badger. Thanks for coming in. Guys, go to Bad Badger and subscribe if you haven't. Excellent English gentleman. Lots of experience and knowledge about Thailand. All of the islands. If you want to know, ask Bad Badger. Okay, got to go. All right, guys, I'm going to close it out. Anyway, it's been fantastic. We're going to get with our awesome company that's here, and we're going to go celebrate with them. We don't really have any more chores here at the bar today. We got P-Watt firing up some music, so I might come back with a live stream. I know it's getting a little late in the PM in the United States, but we might come back with a little live music here in just a little bit. Yeah, and be sure, if you haven't subbed already, go to Julian K. Glasser, author, and Bangkok-based Thailand YouTube blogger. So go check him out, man.
For the invite, God, I really
Hey, and they're going to be here in Rayong for a few days. So, they know we're really busy. So they've been doing their own thing. But we're going to show them a few things, too, and we'll bring you along. Okay, we'll make some vlog footage together as well. Be sure and put that up. And Julian said he wants to interview the teacher. So you might go check out that vlog coming soon. All right. Peace and love to everyone. Right here, the first live stream from the open mic at Pala. Thank you to everyone. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. It won't cost you a penny. All right? Just click that button right down below. Do it for everybody, especially the small YouTube channels. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Remember, be happy. Teacher Thomas Thailand coming to you with Julian and Nam Yen and P-Watt and O. Right here at Open Mic. See you guys. Take it easy, man. Bye-bye.